Good evening, family. Ahi hi, Lilitu.
Ahi hi, Lilith.
Welcome back to Red Center by Night. I hope your travels are well. A lot of you have come a long way from home, but there is no rest for the wicked. Now, a little reminder to everyone who is watching. Death is not something you choose. It's something you earn. Now, let's roll the credits.
I'm coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the.
Last episode, our Lilins finally started preparing for the ritual to welcome the uninitiated into the embrace of Lilith. Alice and Lorna went to gather more initiates and food from the Sabbat's haven. Here, we learned that Alice is actually masquerading as the Sabbat's Templar, living a double life, so to speak. However, after a confrontation with the Sabbat pack under Alice's care, they were unable to sway the newly forged pack into their cause. Meanwhile, Mr. Winters gathered supplies for the ritual, as he doesn't know what to expect. Unexpectedly or expectedly, one agent saw Mr. Winters leaving with all his equipment and has notified the proper authorities. Back at the garden, Dasha have already began consecrating the grounds and was just about to finish preparing the site when Lorna and Alice arrive back with a torpored Doodlebug on Alice's shoulder. Mr. Winters arrived a few minutes later accompanied by 2 Dobermans, which was subsequently renamed as Cerberus and Fluffy. The ritual then began, and with barely any willpower left, the only human of the group managed to keep the pain to himself, and even with tears streaming down his eyes, Mr. Winters managed to keep from crying out and showing pain. As the ritual ended and our Lilins felt whole as a group, we will continue where we left off, with Dasha approaching Doodlebug.
So, I don't know if you've met Doodlebug.
What is a Doodlebug?
Well, Alice picked him up. He was sniffing around.
Yes, snooping around, looking at this and that, generally making a nuisance of himself.
Can't have that.
No.
Where did he get the name Doodlebug?
Fuck knows. Seriously, you've got one chance to give yourself a really cool name and that's what you choose?
He chose that.
I mean, I get like Dark Raven or, shit like that, but Doodlebug.
Do you know many dark ravens?
Don't really ask their names.
Fair.
So, as far as we know, he's a Sabbat traitor, and also possibly has some connection to Charlie. So we figured we'd ask him about more things.
When we say Sabbat traitor, like traitor to the Sabbat, or
He fucked up. crossed the line and was put on my radar because the Sabbat want him taken out of the picture. My job is to punish those who don't follow company policy.
Me too.
Oh my god, we're like totally the same, except not.
Yeah.
So on that note, I mean, we are inside, so I'm hoping we can find something. We're obviously not going outside because it's still daytime. Is there any barbed wire around?
There are those flimsy metal wires, but not barbed wires. There would be if you go out, but it's gonna be very far.
Very far.
How far are we talking?
It's about 20 minutes walk to the fence.
We've got a car, right?
Yes, we do now.
Oh, wait, like to the, as in the fence for the...
For the botanical
Oh,
garden.
okay.
But it is during the day. You know what? I think flimsy metal wire, if we wrap it tightly enough, I think that will work perfectly.
I've got an idea.
Yes.
Why don't we just wrap his arms behind him around the gimpy tree and put handcuffs on him?
That's beautiful. Yes, let's absolutely do that. This is why I love working with you, dear.
You brought gaffer tape, didn't you?
We've got, I imagine we have gaffer tape.
Did you bring it?
I mean, I don't recall specifying. I mean, I'm not going to raid the Second Inquisition armory for gaffer tape. I mean, we can go to Bunnings down the road for that shit.
Stationary cupboard.
Honestly, I think the gimpy behind with... Yes, I think that should be enough.
Are you thinking for like gagging?
Oh,
I'm thinking for making sure that he can't break out of that in a frenzy.
yeah,
Oh, he won't frenzy.
that's true. You did mention you had security for
We'll
that.
spritz the putty cat.
Okay, great. So,
Let me fresh.
I'm going to need somebody strong to do that as soon as we... Can we do it while he's in torpor? Is he like a stone statue or is he movable? Storyteller?
Storyteller.
He is covered with cement,
Yeah, it started to crack.
Okay.
which at least the eyes around the area of the eyes have cracked. So he's still in torpor though.
Okay.
Right.
So yeah, we're going to need somebody to restrain him pretty much instantly.
Oh, pick me. Please.
Okay, everybody gather round. Please bring all of your tools.
Gladly.
And we'll just set up in front of him with the bag of tools ready to go. And I will remove the stake. And would you like to restrain him?
Oh, absolutely. Does Doodlebug have hair?
Yes.
Cool. I will grab him by the hair and wrench his head back and grab him by the shoulder. Pull him up hard up against the tree.
I would like you to roll brawl. Strength and brawl, please.
Mm-hmm.
As Doodlebug has heard all of
yeah.
your plans.
I bet.
How unfortunate.
Roll
for him.
for jokes on you. I'm into that.
So's Alice. I would like to rouse the blood.
Yep.
I do not get hungrier. And I can get those.
Oh no, I got cursed.
5 successes.
Oh, I only got one.
Wah, he's mine.
The cursed chair has finally moved.
No, I blame
Not
Delilah
really.
for walking across the wall. It's like with the ladder. You don't walk across the camera.
All right.
Yes, you easily overpower Doodlebug as you push him up the gimpy tree.
I'll just whisper in his ear, "Don't fight, it's easier this way." And handcuff his wrists behind the tree so that he's like hugging the tree behind.
Yeah. Are you holding him down with the handcuffs?
So yeah, after I've clasped over his wrists, I'll be holding onto the chain in between and his hair still.
I guess I'll just address everyone and be like, just in case, don't let him bleed on you. And I will look him in the eyes at this point and say, you know you fucked up. we have many questions for you. And I'll unroll the pack and start laying out all the tools. So I know that we've got a blowtorch, we've got a transfusion kit, we've got some dubious-looking syringes and some holy water, which I'll leave closer to you, and my ceremonial dagger I'll just place down as well. So I'll start to build a bit of an idea of what's going to happen to him. And then I will approach him without letting myself near his mouth or anything that could bleed on me and blindfold him. And then I will rip off some of my skirt and stuff the material into his ears. So he is like very, I guess, sensory deprivation to the point where all of his other senses will be heightened.
Next athletics, Dasha.
Oh shit. All right. I was approaching from behind, but yes. What have we got? 3 deaths. And all right, here we go. I'm too hungry as well. Actually,
My dice have been cursed.
Oh no, what a shame.
All right. I'm gonna rouse the blood anyway, just in case. Oh, I do get hungrier.
Oh no.
That's fucking hell. All right, mate. This might be a bestial failure, but I get to add 3. So, come on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Yeah, that definitely hits. So, as you try to approach him from behind, he actually tries to snap at you but fails because he's already restrained by Alice with his head.
I'll just slam his head back against the tree.
You hear Doodlebug grunt but not say anything.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to already speak. So we're going to loosen him up a little bit first.
I will take one of the syringes and inject the contents into myself.
Ooh, interesting choice. Okay. What happens?
Oh, nothing yet. The fang stinger
Yeah.
syringe, yeah. Oh, I wonder what happens when you inject that into a kindred.
Well,
Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we get lucky.
all right.
The
So,
research team just gonna wake up to an email full of notes from
Yeah.
him. They're like, oh my god, this is the most helpful he's ever been.
so much R&D, yeah.
Oh.
So I don't expect you to talk. I don't expect you to be able to hear very much at this point. And I will just start with the blowtorch on his feet. I guess trigger warning for torture, by the way. Yeah, I'm just going to start.
Trigger warning for sure.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just start blowtorching his feet until there's really nothing left. Still no reaction, nothing? All right.
No reaction.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I think I'll continue up his legs until it seems to be starting to do some aggravated damage. I don't really know how that works. With
Yeah,
blood
so
torture.
with fire, at least vampires are really susceptible to catching on fire.
Okay.
So if you're not careful, your whole torture session might just actually turn into a murder session.
Okay. Well, I'll try and be careful then.
Yeah, we should probably have a fire extinguisher on hand.
You got
Is there-
holy water?
Yeah. Has anyone got
Sure.
a fire extinguisher?
Very much the vampire equivalent of pissing on someone when they're on fire.
Yeah.
And with fire at this close, I would warn you all that everyone in the vicinity, at least the vampires, have to frenzy check.
Okay. So maybe I'll let you do the blowtorching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just hang back a little bit.
Yeah. I'll tell you what to do.
Given that one of Alice's rites that she partakes in regularly is the fire dance, do I have any additional?
Yes.
Yeah? Cool.
Yeah, because you're stuck close. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll still need to check. That's 1/3 my humanity, isn't it?
Yeah.
Two successes.
Should be fine.
Okay. Yes, I guess at some point when he seems to be starting to look like it's really hurting him, I'll take a pause. So let me know.
Doodlebug is a veteran. You don't know how much of a veteran, but considering that he is Banu Hakim, he can take more than your regular vampire, so to say.
Okay, that's fair. I think once you reach the kneecaps, I might just tap you to pause. I'm not really looking. I'm like, yes. And I will do something that I think he will like. So I will instruct you to remove his blindfold and his earmuffs.
I will remove them.
And I think I'll start with my first question anyway, which was Alice found you snooping around. What were you after? Nothing? Well, at least you know what we're playing for now. And where is it? Bear with, I have lots of pages. Here it is. So this will take 15 minutes, and I'm going to do Dagon's Call. Because I thought he might like that one. So I'm taking my dagger, and I will be just adding a tiny bit of my blood, and I will not be anywhere near him, and I'll just place it onto his hand, which is behind the tree. And it literally just has to touch their bare skin. A single drop smeared across the arm is enough. And then essentially this will take, it's after an hour but before a week has passed, so I'm just like, this is all just part of the torture that's happening. But he knows what's going to happen, essentially. So that's just going to do some extra superficial damage on vampires.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens like once you've taken enough aggravated damage, whether superficial becomes aggravated. Is that a
Yeah,
rule?
so once all your tracker has been filled with superficial, it'll turn into aggravated after that.
Okay, good, because I can repeat this, I believe. So this can take as long as we like.
Up to 2 more.
So I'll ask again. Nothing?
I just want answers.
You want answers. What are your questions?
Who the fuck are you, people?
Your worst fucking nightmare.
Oh, I keep hearing that a lot. Who are you? Which faction do you belong to?
What's it to you?
You're Bahari?
What gave it away?
But you're Sabbat.
Mm-hmm.
That's cute. Any other questions, dear?
What the fuck does the Bahari want with me?
Oh, well, if you're chatting now, I have many questions for you. Why were you sniffing around Alice's turf?
I got information about that.
What kind of information?
The earth is bleeding.
Yes.
Nobody's investigating.
Nobody? Who have you been with?
I've been sniffing around for a few months now, and nobody has actually gone and checked what's happening. I was about to go into the salt mines when I got grabbed.
Interesting.
Do you even fucking know what's happening?
Oh, yes. We are very aware, dear.
Do you?
I'm trying to figure out what's happening.
All by your lonesome? It's better when you play with others, Doodlebug.
Others died.
Why didn't you?
Because I survived.
Why the salt mines?
Every clue is pointing towards the salt mines. And for some reason, nobody's reported nothing. Not in the Sabbat, not in the Anarchs, not even in the Camarilla. So was absolute silence.
You don't find that interesting?
You don't think someone might have a reason for that?
I I just want to know what's in there.
What will you do once you know?
Fuck if I know.
It's a fantastic plan.
Fuck around and find out, I guess. What's your connection with Charlie?
Are you asking about Charlie?
Well, I know you two are involved somehow.
He killed most of my comrade during the war.
Which war?
The sect
The
war.
war.
The sect war.
Is that why you turned? Oh, come on, don't be shy now.
If there's no answer, I'm going to activate Dagon's call. Would you like me to describe what happened?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Good.
I'm sure
our
we'll enjoy
audience.
being the victim of a Vanu arcane ritual.
Indeed, that was the point. Okay, so you need to make a stamina and resolve roll, and I will make a resolve and blood sorcery. And then let's see what happens after that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I believe my blood sorcery is quite high as well. Yep, that's 10 dice. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, I got 5.
Brilliant. Okay. So that means every point on the margin of a wound does a point of damage to the victim as their blood vessels burst and their lungs fill with blood. Everyone stay back. Yeah, so he's just everywhere.
Are you
As
wanting
you-
us to stay back
Yes.
before you do this?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
As you activate Damon's call, which Banu Hakim, especially like Doodlebug, would recognize immediately. You see at least Mr. Winters, Dasha, is Lorna standing in front of him?
No.
I told everyone to get back.
Okay. Mr. Winters.
And I'm holding the handcuffs, but
back.
like,
He can hear my voice, but he can't see me.
Okay. So it's Mr. Winters at the front then.
Should have worn a raincoat.
At least Mr. Winters sees a flash of recognition before a flash of annoyance. Before you see the blood vessels from his eyes start to pop, turn red, and he starts crying blood. Blood pours from his nose, from his mouth, from his ears. And he starts choking on it.
That's unfortunate.
I'd like to whisper in his ear, and that's just round 1.
He spits down at Mr. Winters.
Yeah, I don't want to be getting any of that.
So, are you going to answer the question?
Charlie caused most of my comrades to die.
And that's why you turned against the Sabbat?
We were supposed to have support during the time. But then what happened? Huh? Alice? You guys left us there to die. The first wave was supposed to be followed by a second wave of attack. Instead, we were left there to die between the Anarchs and the Camarilla.
The foot soldiers aren't privy to the strategic calls the officers make, darling.
And so, what? Me? I also have to die?
Well, clearly not. You're still here.
If I didn't caught on to your little tricks, I would have been ashed.
But you did. You survived. You're still here and all the stronger for it. Praise Cain.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I'd like to stab his side with my knife.
Right? Doodlebug at this point is bloodied, burned, and he is, even though he does not need to, seems to be breathing heavily. It seems to be out of habit, and it seems to be a calming technique for him.
You have a chance to redeem yourself. I think you'll enjoy it.
Every one of you is the same.
How so, darling?
All of you want something, torture people, pretend as if you're giving them a chance. Just fucking ash me already.
Oh no. No, you're far too valuable. Like I said, I think you'll enjoy this. Charlie, how much would you give to see the look on his face as you ash him?
It's not gonna happen.
Isn't it?
Why not? We can tell you where he is.
Can arm you with tools to make sure that you strike true.
Did Charlie set you up for this?
Oh God, no. Oh, no. No, he didn't. How
Charlie
quaint.
lead you to me.
No, you fucked around, and now you're finding
You
it.
fucked around in the wrong place, darling.
Why is his name coming up now?
Because he's also fucking around and finding out, and I don't like where he's fucking around.
And what, you're sending me to do your dirty work for you?
I'm giving you an opportunity to do your own dirty work because it seems that our interests are aligned.
No.
No? You don't want revenge?
No.
Why not?
I don't like being taken advantage of, being used as another foot soldier for another person's cause, manipulating my desires to their own.
I'm so sorry you don't like that. And I'm going to start my submerged directive. It's going to happen anyway. Sorry, darling. All right, here we go. It's a stacked dominate. So it starts with... oh, actually... I think I can just do it without having to make eye contact or issue a verbal command. Oh, that's fine. We're there for that. I can just do that. Oh, no, wait. I'm doing it all. All right. Blood leash. So I'll just flick some of my blood into his mouth.
Are you gonna do the Charlie sent his regards?
Yes, that would be, but like this is all part of it. Yes, okay. Yeah, so blood leash, which means when someone tastes their blood, I can use one of my dominate powers on them without having to make eye contact or issue a verbal command. So then it starts the chain of mesmerize, submerge directive, and rationalize. So,
I think the brain's going to be a mashed potato by the end of this.
yeah, so I guess, would you like me to read all of them out? Right.
Let's read it out for the audience.
Yes, all right. So I must pay the cost and roll as many dice pulls as normal with this power. So yes, and then the only difference there is that it can't work in a Vauldery chalice, but that's fine. All right. So, mesmerize. A vampire can issue complex commands to a victim as long as they have the subject's gaze and relative quiet in which to issue instructions. The instructions must be carried out immediately to the victim's best ability, but then, of course, we'll add submerged directive onto that.
Yeah.
So that costs 1 rouse check. I'm just starting my things here. And the dice pool, okay, there's just the 1 dice pool, which is a manipulation and dominate versus intelligence and resolve.
Yeah.
So,
I'll just make 1 roll for Doodlebug. I feel like I'll lose anyway because my guys are cursed.
so that's your intelligence and resolve. So then, I guess if that succeeds, basically, submerged directive means I can implant a post-hypnotic suggestion allowing the command to remain dormant until a specific stimulus occurs. This trigger can be anything from a specific date to a person. When you meet Roland, tell him these words, and that will be when you meet Charlie. To hearing a specific phrase, the submerged directive never expires. And then the last one is rationalize. So a vampire's victims now believe that anything they do under the influence of dominate was a result of their own free will, and can defend their actions, however absurd. Long-term exposure to this power can lead to severe mental trauma in the victim. Right. So let's 1 rouse check first of all.
A little torture, a little
success.
trauma.
Okay, success. I don't get hungrier, thank fuck. All right, and we are doing manipulation and dominate. So I think I'm quite good at that. That's 4 and
One would hope so.
These 4.
4 and 4. So that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll see how I go. I might need to spend a willpower. Oh yes.
You
three
only need to roll 4.
Yeah, so I will spend a willpower to re-roll up to 3. Can I re-roll one of these?
If it's a hunger die, you cannot.
I cannot. Okay. Oh shit. Well, I'm re-rolling 2 dice then. Come on. I just need. Oh, wait. I do have 4. Did I move that? I'll just do it anyway. Oh, well, yeah. I have 4. There's a willpower gone. Right. So I just had to meet and beat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So.
Exact wording.
Sorry, exact wording. When you meet Charlie at this location, and I will say, he was last seen in Alice Springs
At the last stop.
at the last stop roadhouse, you will attempt to kill him. And I think that's really all we need to do, right? Do we need to say?
Do we want attempt to kill?
You will kill him. That's much better.
Want to send a message with that, or
I don't think so.
actions speak louder?
Yes, I don't know. I don't think so. No message needed. When you see Charlie, you will kill him.
Yeah.
I'll just tap him on the head and say Charlie sends his regards.
What if we get him to send a message that'll misdirect the cat? Like, the prince says hi.
Sure.
Or send them after the
The
Sabbat
sheriff.
monk that's just gone like,
Leah says hello.
There we go.
there,
Alright.
there we go.
Okay. If it's not too late, I'll add that on too.
Yeah.
Yes, Leah says hello.
Okay.
Ah, poor boy. All right.
See his eyes glaze over as the dominate takes effect, and he slumps down on the tree.
Right. So I don't know if there's anything else we want. I mean, do we want to try and convince him to join us? He doesn't really seem like the joining type.
No.
I feel like we got off on the wrong foot for that.
This is the Bahari. I
The
don't know what
foot
you mean.
that he got burnt off.
Yes, very good. Oh dear.
He didn't seem too keen
No.
for some reason. Can't imagine what it was.
He is 100% expendable.
All right.
If he crossed once, he'll do it again.
Yes.
Side towards enemy.
Yes, indeed. He does seem like the betraying type. All right. Well, it is daytime right now. We will have to unleash him later on. I think I'll just torpor him for now. Yeah. Cool. So
About
restake
6
him.
p.m. at this point.
Okay.
So
We'll just,
sun is setting.
okay. We'll restake him for now, and then we can drag him outside
Yeah.
later. That was
Put him in the
fun.
back of the ute and drop him off somewhere far away from here.
Yes.
That was fun. So he's onto it as well. Good. Salt mines.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yes, we're going to send him after Charlie, I guess.
We'll just have ourselves a salty summer.
Question for the storyteller.
Yeah.
Are we aware of the salt mines?
You are aware, at least Mr. Winters is aware of the salt mines.
Okay.
As one of the agents have been caught on video. And if I remember correctly, all of you, well, Alice has seen the video as well through the flies. And Mr. Winters have told you the story of what happened.
You passed that on.
All right. So
No,
you
we
said-
pardon me, we haven't like explored or anything yet. We just know about it and it's on the to-do list.
But you've shared that with us.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Good. Well. It's only been. This will be the third night when it hits night, so I believe this should be the last chance for me to look in a reflection to try and see 9. So,
Yep.
can I do that? See if I can see her in her reflection.
Okay, as you look into 9's reflection, you see a white van with like a satellite dish on top of it. Looks to be words.
Inconspicuous?
I'll need find another word. It's unmarked.
Great.
Way better, way easier to say. It's unmarked van. Looks like one of the Second Inquisitions, but it's pretty sure you're pretty sure it's one of the Second Inquisitions, as you have seen that before in their garage and stuff.
It's so obviously unmarked that it's obvious.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's in it or she's outside it?
She's outside looking at it, and it's like still the sun is setting and everything.
Okay, I will tell the group. So she's been with the cam, she's been with the SI. I think we probably need to move Havens and try and figure out what the hell she's been up to.
Oh, wait, I gave her a phone.
Oh.
I'll call 9.
The phone rings once, twice, and then a voicemail. Hi, this is 9. Call back in like 5 minutes or something. Probably. Or leave a message. Something. Yeah.
Do I know that she has, like, voice to text?
She doesn't, but usually if you do call, you know that she has a ringtone for it, or at least it vibrates, unlike the other text.
Right. I'll hang up and I'll call back again.
It rings once, twice, thrice, and then she actually picks up after seeming to be like out of breath. Like, hello? How's stuff?
Are you?
Hustling?
Come back.
Okay. Wait, right now?
Now. Lose the tail and come back.
Okay. Do you want anything before I go back?
No.
Okay. I'll be there soon.
I sincerely hope so, and I'll hang up. What else is on our dance card for this evening?
I mean,
Couple of good boys.
yes.
Well, yes. Apparently I need to go and walkies?
Yes. Once it gets dark.
Yes.
We should probably find a
You've
new
never made a bull
haven.
before? You always got to put them on a leash and take them for walks.
I tend to fly solo. Oh, except for my buzzy friends.
Mr. Winters, you receive a phone call.
It's always good news.
Sir, we have located Delilah Jones.
It's good news.
How would you like us to bring her?
Where is she now?
We are about to capture her. We have located where they have been hiding out.
1 minute. So good news. We've got Delilah. Do we want to bring her here? We don't really have any other place yet, do we?
Yes, we need to find a new haven, but until then.
Yeah.
Until then.
Do we want them here or somewhere nearby and we can pick her up and bring her back?
Somewhere nearby and we'll pick her up. I don't want your crew coming here.
Is there... Storyteller question. Is there like an abandoned lot or empty warehouse kind of thing nearby? Anything where no one's going to really be hanging around or looking into?
Really, we're going to go that cliche?
Oh,
Have
this is
you-
the drop off.
Have you met Winters recently?
Sunglasses. Night.
So there is the empty Todd River. At night, you can just have your agents walk Delilah Jones to the river and do your exchange there, and nobody will notice a thing.
We'll do that. Do I know who these agents are that are calling?
This is one of the Alpha teams, Alpha strike teams that you have for Second Inquisition. They are not actually under your purview.
Yeah, that's a problem. Who do they answer to?
The Arbiter.
Do I know them particularly well? Like, how loyal are they to the Arbiter?
You haven't actually interacted with these agents that much,
Okay.
aside from giving mission reports and giving basically quests for them.
Okay. We'll arrange the drop-off, or the exchange rather, at the river. And I will get people that I can trust to keep an eye on this team.
Of course.
If they start blabbing or getting a bit curious as to what's going on, I'll need to know.
Easy enough.
Anything else anyone wants to add to the pickup?
Do they get their internet back now that they found Delilah?
Good news, everyone!
Do you want them to know that they found Delilah?
I want to keep this hush-hush.
You should tell your team that.
Actually, how well kitted out is this team? In terms of like,
Very well kitted out, considering they are more of a extract capture team rather than destroy and kill.
okay, so armed pretty well, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to call Jeff once I get off the phone with the agents. I think we've found some guinea pigs for our little side project. Oh, I'm doing the hand thing. That's a bit obvious. When they get back, slip some of it into food, drink, whatever the fuck, I don't care. Make it subtle. And I'll get a security team I can trust on standby to lock down the area that they're in, should it kind of have unexpected results.
Sweet. Anything for you, G?
Nice. And, enjoy that PS5. You've already got your internet, so you don't have to get that back because you never lost it.
Oh,
How cool is
yeah.
that? That's pretty grand, yeah? All right.
You best, man.
No worries, bro. Well, that's sorted.
You didn't make any effort to hide that conversation this time.
What, between us?
That phone conversation just now?
Why would I?
All right.
It's not like we can think any less of him.
No, I'd just love to hear more about the secret side experiment.
Oh, once we've got a bit more data coming through on that, you'll know all about it. I think you'll find it very interesting, actually.
Surely hope
What's
so.
the hypothesis?
Do you really want to peek at your Christmas present early?
I don't celebrate Christmas.
What if you do now?
Note to self.
Okay.
All right.
Do we want to bring anything special to the drop-off, pickup, exchange, whatever we're calling it?
Probably some of that holy water, just in case.
Oh, actually, I was thinking more in terms of dealing with the agents rather than...
Oh, I mean, I imagined you'd be
Okay.
doing that.
Have the puppies been ghouled yet?
It's going to take me 3 nights. I'm going to start it tonight.
Do you want to bring them along anyway?
Oh, we now have a symbiotic relationship. They will not be left behind.
Cool.
I do value my presents.
Mm.
I just like to know what they are before I get them.
We'll talk soon.
Now, finding a new haven. I don't know if anyone has any suggestions.
Well, we could go back to the roadhouse. Parts of that wouldn't have been compromised.
Maybe we should find out from 9 how compromised it is first.
I need to make another phone call while Nine's on her way. I'm going to call Jasmine.
The number you have dialed is not anymore in service.
Fuck!
Sounds like it no.
Throw my phone across the room. It's been burned.
Okay. I'm sorry for your loss.
Fuck my loss. What's the time? Can we get Doodlebug out there now?
What's the time, storyteller?
It's 8 p.m.
Send him out. I want them dealt with.
All right. I'll let you do that, just in case. So just, let him out, pull the stake out, say Charlie sends his regards, and just, pat on the bum.
Okay. I'm
Maybe
gonna...
like on the way to picking up Delilah, you just drop him somewhere.
So I just like slam the brakes on the side of the road, kick him out of the van kind of deal?
Yeah, definitely untorpor him.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Also, I mean, maybe the last known location of Delilah would also be the last known location of Charlie, so providing that information might help.
We'll do that. I will, however, make sure I've got that holy water pretty much strapped to my damn person, and the fang stinger syringes on hand.
You already did one, right? So.
Oh, for him.
Oh, I see. Just to see what happened.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, if I need to.
Unless you want to bring backup. I mean, you can be very invisible when you need to be.
I was imagining we were all going to the pickup unless people had other suggestions.
I'm very aware that the SI probably already knows how involved I am with them. I don't think I should make it any more obvious.
Oh, don't worry, at least they're not going to be talking to anyone about anything.
Interesting.
I just don't know if I trust you on that. Can you imagine why?
How far away are
Still
we?
offended.
How far away is the pickup zone?
It's just 15 minutes.
I'll come.
You going to be obvious or? Yeah, okay.
Look. Oh dear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lorna.
I mean, do you want me obvious? I don't think you do.
Hopefully we won't need you to be obvious. But
I guess we'll play it by ear then.
Lorna, darling, while they're off splitting the party, as usual, even though I've asked for it, maybe we could pool our resources and start researching a good alternative haven.
I can get some of my people back in Sydney to start putting the word out, start looking into a few investment opportunities
Here in
that
Alice.
we can
Yes,
use. Yeah.
sounds like a good plan.
Excellent. Let me know if you need any funding for that. I'll go and pick up my phone again. And on my way out, I will slit my wrists and let my puppies feed. And I believe I need to make a rouse check for
Yep,
that.
just one full rouse check.
I get hungrier.
I'm not feeling more nervous about this car trip.
We've all drunk from the cup of Lilith now. You have nothing to worry about.
I'm worried about drinking from the cup of winters. That's what I'm worried about.
Okay, that was cute. You can
Oh.
have that one.
Damn, he's getting better with his jokes. The effects of Lilith, apparently.
Evolving.
Alright. So, who is going with this car trip?
Me.
And Winters, yeah. Dasha and Lorna is staying behind.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're looking for a new home.
Making some calls, talking to my employees back in Sydney.
Should be easy enough. I'll make a note.
Yeah. Just see about finding a gallery space for a temporary exhibit, somewhere that's got room but also a few secluded spaces and naturally underground for the aesthetic.
I might actually.
Security, of course, you wouldn't want stuff getting stolen.
Oh yes, max security for sure. I might see if I can tap into my Tremere resources. Because I know I've got some killer researchers on that team looking for a large dead white tree of any kind of significance in the area. So we can't be neglecting our visions and our higher purpose here.
Should be easy enough. Alright. And with that, Mr. Winters and Alice leaves for the dried up Todd River, leaving Lorna and Dasha behind. Are you all taking a car?
I'm in Winter's vehicle.
Yep. It's a ute, isn't it, that we've got?
Yep.
Oh, the one I stole.
No
yeah. Yeah, we'll take the ute. We'll chuck Doodlebug in the back under a tarp.
Yeah.
Poor Doodlebug.
I will drive nice, safe, and careful, as to not draw any attention. Also, he's not skilled enough to do it any other way.
Yep. And where are you dropping Doodlebug off?
Do we want to do it halfway there, or do you want to kind of go the long way, drop him off, and then come back round?
Take the scenic tour.
Yeah.
That way, if we've got a tail, we'll be able to see it.
Alright.
And hopefully, where there's not like a whole bunch of people, we don't want him like chowing down on the populace.
We'll go to the back of the Roadhouse complex.
Okay. Sounds good.
The Roadhouse is 4 hours drive.
Oh,
Does not sound good.
no. Couple of minutes down the road and we'll kick him out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're
You
looking.
dropped him off at the Gap.
Yep.
It's a suburb that's, at least for this time of the evening, is not that many people walking around anymore. Because the moment that hits 9 p.m. in Alice Springs, everyone is in their homes. Especially on a weekday. And as the two of you drive to the empty Todd River, you drive onto the river itself, veering off the road. It's just quite strange. This river is a local... There's a local saying about it in Alice Springs amongst the people, that once you see the Todd River flow thrice, you are now local. Because that's how rare it is. 95% of the time, it's just dried up. And tonight is one of those nights. You pull up next to a black van.
While I'm sitting in the vehicle, Cloak of Shadows.
Alright.
Oh, and we've still got the steak from Doodlebug, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just in case.
One agent comes out of the vehicle. His face is completely covered up by a helmet, but he does address you. Mr. Winters, we have captured one Delilah Jones.
Bring her out.
The agent looks towards you, Mr. Winters, before knocking at the door. And then the door opens, and you see somebody, some of the agents are surrounding at least somebody with a bag over their head.
Bring her out.
One of the agents roughly grabs her and then pulls her out. You see that Delilah Jones is staked at this point.
Put her in the van. The ute, rather.
Alright, sir. And they just basically, two of the agents who grab Delilah Jones, as they lift her over at the back of the ute, you see one of the agents like pause before looking around a little bit.
You okay, soldier?
Fine and dandy, sir.
Did she give you any trouble?
No, not very. There seems to be a sudden altercation while we grabbed her.
To your benefit, I'd suppose.
It was a very quick grab, as for some reason, as we grabbed her, there was somebody attacking the other group members of their.
Did you get a good look at what was happening? Who was doing the attacking?
We breached the haven of the blank bodies. We located Delilah Jones from at least the scout telling us where it was. As we grabbed Delilah Jones, we saw that there was a military-looking guy with her, and he was being grabbed by somebody who looked bloodied up. Looks to be Indian.
Well, that's a mystery we can look into another time. You did your job perfectly. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Is there anything else?
What was your name, son?
My name, sir? Mr. Jack?
I'll make sure you, Mr. Jack, and your team here get a bonus for your excellent work.
There's no need for that, sir. We were just doing our jobs.
If more people were doing their jobs like you were, we'd have a much easier time of things. You're getting a bonus. Trust me. And thank you again.
Alright, sir. I will put that in the report. Thank you again for the bonus. He looked unsure about what is happening because their team hasn't actually gotten any bonus from Second Inquisition, as this is not how it usually works in the other groups.
Look, we're changing that up. We're becoming a much more friendly Second Inquisition. Rewarding people who deserve to be rewarded. People we can trust to do their job.
Well, thank you, sir.
Oh, you're welcome. Stay safe. There's monsters about. No. Head to the ute. She's secured, like in the back under the tarp. Yeah?
Yeah. You see the agents pile back into the van. But then that agent, Mr. Jag, kept staring at the back of the ute once again before he closed the door and the van drove away.
Can I notice what it is he might be so fixated about?
Well, you know that Alice is at the back of the ute. And you may know this, or at least you have a hunch. Most of the, or not most, but some of the Second Inquisition agents who are actually competent enough at their jobs actually have true faith and they can sense unnatural creatures.
Well, I've already asked Jeff to follow up with these guys anyway, so I'm pretty sure he'll be on that. I'll give Jeff a call again once they've left to make sure that he does that right away before they have a chance to debrief with anyone else. I mean, the Arbiter isn't at the garden, are they? That I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Okay. So got some time. The van, what was the registration number?
The van?
That the agents were in.
Oh, there's no plate number on it.
Okay. I'm still good with the local cops, yeah?
Yep.
I'll just put a call in for them to keep an eye out on that van, see where it goes. If it heads straight back to the garden, we're all cool. But I want to know if they stop anywhere else first.
Yep.
Macca's drive-through.
Most likely.
There's something about this particular Macca's we need to investigate.
It's gonna be KFC. KFC drive-thru.
Alice wouldn't have recognised any of the operatives, would she?
Nope.
Yeah.
Not when they're all wearing gear.
Yeah.
And there's no way for me to know if they were using any particular true faith powers, is it? It's all kind of subtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to Auspix. It's not very visible.
Well, Alice, dear, we might have a little bit of a problem with these people.
No, I think you might have a problem with these people.
Oh, I love this whole teamwork spirit we've got going on.
Oh, sorry, was that at me? Oh no, we're not a team. We're a collective of individuals with a similar cause, but I don't think we're a team. Are we? Oh God, what if we are? Oh, I don't play nicely with others. Fine, we're a team. Don't
That's
tell
a spirit.
anyone I said that.
Did you want a PS5? Because apparently that's what we're doing now.
Why would I? No?
I'll wind the window up and just drive.
Meanwhile, back at the garden. I'm not being on your team. Let's paint each other's nails.
Alright, and you are all driving back to the garden, straight up.
I want to just keep an eye out to make sure the van doesn't appear out of nowhere and is tailing us or...
Yep.
Actually, thought occurs. Can we give it a look over to make sure they didn't like put a tracker or a bug or some shit when they were loading Delilah up?
Yeah.
Yep, so I would like you to roll.
This is going to be bad. Don't say technology.
Wits and investigation.
Ooh, okay.
Can I also do this?
Yes.
There's my wits thing. And investigate. That is 4.
3.
Alright, with 4 successes, you would see at least, Mr. Winters, you would find a tiny chip that is on Delilah's inner jacket.
Mm-hmm.
You would normally, at least Alice missed it, mainly because she hasn't seen this kind of tech before. It's used by mostly Second Inquisition agents who are more experienced with tracking and capturing, very specialized to their teams.
Okay. Let's make a little detour. I want to go to the nearest. It's after 9. Is anything still open, like Woolies or any kind of supermarket, any shops, where there would at least be some people milling about?
It's around at this time 10 p.m. Oh wait,
24-hour Kmart.
it's around 1 a.m. at this point because you guys met at midnight.
So Macca's. Turns out we were going there anyway, entirely by accident. I'm gonna pop this chip onto someone else's vehicle.
Yeah.
Because it'd be a bit suspicious if we just dumped it and it's not moving. But if it's...
So you pass by a Macca's and put it in a vehicle in the drive-thru or in the driveway?
Preferably one that isn't currently attended. I don't think I could sneak. Well, you could invisibly sneak this onto someone's car. Okay.
Or
yeah.
onto their person, even.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I will. I'll grab the chip and use unseen passage and also vanish on the chip. And go into the Macca's.
Do you need me to open the door if you've got...
I'll wait for someone to go in.
Okay.
It is like 1 a.m. I did mention 1 a.m., right? Which means the doors of Macca's is closed.
Oh, is there anyone hanging out in the car park?
Gonna be a drive-through. There's a lot of cars driving through.
Anyone with their windows open?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll just sneak up to an open window and
See a
just
bunch of teenagers just basically yelling at each other, pushing each other, doing a little TikTok video at this point.
Oh my god, I'm so getting in the background of that, but obfuscated. Yeah.
Oh, they're going to get such a fucking surprise.
It's going to go viral, but on the wrong side of TikTok.
Yeah, I'll wait until they're doing the video so that their attention is on whatever it is they're doing, and wait for one to kind of brush past me, and I'll put it on their hoodie
Yeah. Easily do that.
and go back to the vehicle. Like, what is with this clock thing? All the talk?
I have no fucking idea.
Kids, honestly. Back in my day, books were where it was at. Why can we not have more books?
Hey, just imagine when these guys get pulled over by an unmarked black van. I don't know.
Yeah.
Makes me smile.
Yeah, okay. That's made some of the events of tonight a little bit better.
Oh, it's made it completely worth it. Okay.
Where are your dogs in all this, by the way?
Sitting in the back tray of the ute.
Aww.
Cerberus and Fluffy are symbiotically attached to me now. Not letting them go anywhere.
Alright, and you are heading straight back?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they would have put anything else sneaky on. They wouldn't have had the time.
No.
Cool. All right. Yep, let's head back. Unless there's anything else you needed to do.
No, I think we're good.
Cool.
Doesn't take that long considering there's not much traffic at this time, or even most of the time in Alice Springs. You can drive around the whole city within 30 minutes if you need to. And maybe within 15 minutes, you arrive back at the Botanic Garden. And you park. Who will carry Delilah?
I will. We wouldn't want to overexert you.
No, we wouldn't.
Alright. And walk through the door, where you find Dasha and Lorna. Dasha and Lorna, what are you guys doing while they are out on an errand?
I mean, I already said we're painting each other's nails.
Waiting to hear back from my employees who are looking into temporary rentals
Yep.
for us.
They did mention that it was gonna take a bit, considering that it's already late in the evening in Sydney. Like 3 hours more than Alice Springs. But they will get back to you tomorrow for sure.
Yes, eagerly awaiting either 9 to arrive, or this bunch, or any news about a tree from my incredible researchers.
The researchers said that it's very obscure considering Alice Springs is not exactly on the map or in any of the occult stuff aside from the local tales. But they will try their hardest to find one and hopefully get back to you tomorrow night as well.
All right. Then yes, we're painting each other's nails while we wait.
Oh, just gossiping. And that's what Mr. Winters and Alice sees as they enter back.
Hard at work, I see, ladies.
Don't touch them, they're drying.
Right.
Okay. Look who we have.
It's been a minute.
So would you like to chat to her?
Do we want to restrain her first before we take the stake out?
Depends. Would you like to start friendly or unfriendly?
I thought it was less about that and more about just safety precaution. Who knows what she'll do?
She might be a danger to herself.
I'm worried that for first time in her own life, second time in her life, someone might have put a thought into her head that she didn't have a choice in. We've all seen
So unfortunate.
how powerful that would be.
Right.
Just a baby, though.
She's just a baby.
I'll pick up my handcuffs and go, if only I could gift everybody jewelry, and cuff her hands behind her back.
Yep. Delilah Jones can hear everything that's happening from the very beginning until now.
All right.
Take the stake out.
Ready? There you go. Hi again.
Hey, stranger.
Hi, sweetie.
What? Okay,
Welcome home.
home.
Go on, dear.
How are you?
Rena, do I recognize?
So, you don't recognize Lorna, however, you recognize Dasha and Alice from the Elysium.
Yes.
You don't recognize Mr. Winters either.
Does she feel the
You
a
can
vibe?
feel the bond though. It's as if you are attracted to this individual. As if you feel close and you want to do everything in your power to make them happy.
Who are you?
I'm the reason you're here tonight, sweetie.
What? The Inquisition?
Not quite. Reason you're here tonight.
No. You two knew?
Yeah?
But you said you couldn't. You said you didn't.
Oh dear.
And in doing so, she saved your life.
I think it should be said that I've known the prince for eons, and I knew he would never actually play by the rules. I was just playing a part.
You could have let me know off.
Well, you went off to investigate an airplane, didn't you?
And the So you guys are with the Inquisition?
Not as such.
Then
Wheels within wheels, darling.
but they're working for Who are you? Oh, Can someone please tell me what the fuck's going on?
Where should we start?
Yes. What would you like to know?
Why was I taken here? Why did you...
How much do you remember of your life before you were embraced?
Is anyone else around? Like, I'm just alone in the garden with these four.
Yes,
the
the
dogs.
garden looks
Sorry.
it looks to be like an indoor garden. It's quite dark inside, only lit up by maybe a few fireflies at this point. But aside from that, there's nobody else aside from the four of you, and maybe some dead bodies on the ground and blood.
I'm sorry.
And
That happens.
Yes.
Just as part of the decoration. Excellent.
Yeah.
Just
For the
lay them
aesthetic.
out, just so, get the feng shui right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
So, you go.
No, I don't. What? No.
So you wouldn't remember how you were brought into the Inquisition. You wouldn't remember how the people who said that they were your parents indoctrinated you from quite a young age, and you wouldn't remember being used as a weapon, essentially, to destroy some very beautiful things, some very innocent things.
They said you killed my parents.
What she's saying is that they weren't your parents, dear.
Okay.
Do you remember the names, at least?
No.
Samson and Dahlia. I know it's kind of adorable, isn't it? A little too adorable when you think about it.
Why? No. Why though?
Everybody has a part to play. You needed to be saved, darling, and that's what we've done. I'm sorry it had to be this way, though.
It wasn't really the plan to leave you in the hands of Sydney's finest. Nor was it the plan to have you brought into a group, a coterie of such
Fuck-ups?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to swear in front of a kid.
Shit, sorry. Fuck! Oh, crap!
The box was never meant to end up underneath Alice and Maxie.
Thanks, again.
It was meant to go to your old workplace, as a matter of fact, because, well, and I feel a little embarrassed saying this, a message had to be sent. Your supposed parents, organisation, had stepped a little bit too far, had decided that in their passion to do away with people like me, people like you, that they would start trampling on the innocent. They would start killing off people just for being vaguely connected, promising young things their whole mortal lives ahead of them.
So I was collateral damage to prove a point.
Oh, no, you were so much more than that.
But if you were going to send me there, that was a death sentence.
You give them too much credit.
Under my watch, it wouldn't have been.
And who are you exactly?
Winters.
Charmed.
Oh, I don't believe that.
volume, guys. Louder.
That was my little facility that you were due to arrive in. Not for a little postal whoopsie.
And I would have rampaged.
Maybe. Maybe not.
You didn't rampage at Elysium. You had a mistake, but you didn't rampage.
I killed someone.
It's not a rampage, darling. There has to be at least 3 bodies for a rampage.
That's true. And it's,
And if everything had gone to plan, you would have killed someone who deserved it.
yes. And I don't
You could have
believe
brought justice.
it was your first time either. Based on what I've heard of your history with the Second Inquisition.
I'm sorry?
I mean, it's all rumor. You were a weapon. That's what they referred to you as.
2 of you have referred to me that. What do you mean a weapon?
What do you think the Inquisition does with people?
They're hunters. What about.
They took everything that you could have been, would have been, and turned you into a tool for their own cause.
Your cause?
Not mine. Theirs.
And what we've done is take the shackles off.
Well, almost all of them.
Metaphorically.
We just weren't sure if you were going to rampage again.
I don't think she's going to rampage. I reckon we can take them off.
I reckon so. Let's have a heart-to-heart family reunion.
Alice, would you remove the handcuffs?
Pinky promised me that you won't do anything silly.
Define silly.
I wouldn't want my little girl getting hurt.
Alright. It's not like I'm able to just run.
Oh, you can always try, but I think Mummy Dearest would step in the way before anything happened, and I'll take the handcuffs off.
Great. Cool. So, why bring me here?
Well, you remember that night at Elysium? The night that, I was doing my hair, couldn't turn up, a little bit busy. You remember the way they reacted to, you remember the threats being made, you remember the references to certain laws and traditions that called for your
Bones
head.
alive.
Yeah.
It is the law under that particular group.
Those 3 other vampires with whom you've been running around these last few nights, do they seem like the kind who would go against their direct orders? Do they seem like the kind who would go rogue against the traditions that have defined them all their life? Do they seem like the kind who, if the order came from the prince, that charming fellow in the banana suit, to follow through with a certain order to uphold a tradition? They seem like the kind who would say no for the sake of someone they only met a couple of nights ago.
At least 2 of them are in the employ of said prince. I find it very hard to believe they would jeopardize their own existence to save someone they barely know.
Through our plans being messed up, quite likely by one of those 3 kindred with whom you've been running around for his own benefit, well,
And who
through that, you've once again found yourself being used as a tool. This wasn't our intention. This wasn't what I wanted for you. I wanted to set you free.
Am I allowed to roll insight?
Yes.
Everything you just said.
That depends.
Finally, someone
Am
was
I
inside.
bullshitting you?
Yeah, what is that like?
Wits and insight, and
Achievement unlocked.
can be. You can use charisma subterfuge or manipulation subterfuge. Are you lying, or is this just?
I'm just framing things in a certain way.
Charisma persuasion then.
I haven't said any actual lies.
So then
but
it would be
Persuasion,
Persuasion.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
terrible at this.
That's 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, I'm terrible at this too. It seems 5.
Cool. I'm not going to spend willpower. I've come to you guys in a bit of a bad shape.
You don't have a lot of willpower left. Oh no.
Not at the moment.
Join the club.
6.
Fuck. Damn. All right.
Mother knows
How
best.
much are you?
Mother knows best. I got a 5.
Oh,
Oh.
wow. You roll your insight, Delilah, but you don't get the sense. Maybe, but you're not sure.
I know one of my coterie members would try, but
I'm sure they'd all try. It's just a matter of how far they would be willing to go outside of their comfort zone.
But of course, you're Mother McGill. You're built different.
how why bring me back now?
Well, I saw what had happened. Things moved pretty quickly, as I'm sure you remember this last few nights. From your unveiling, to the playing, to Sydney to Alice Springs, to whatever's happened this last few hours. I haven't been able to keep up with the news.
Where were you when they caught you?
We were out patrolling.
Patrolling where?
We were. Why should I tell you my friend's whereabouts?
Oh, I'm guessing they're
'Cause they're
probably not
your
there
friends,
anymore.
and they wouldn't do the same for you.
I think more importantly, what are you doing in Alice Springs? Oh, not you specifically, but your group.
We were sent by the prince.
Well,
Surely, you must know something about that.
I just knew that you were in Alice Springs. I didn't know why. Why do you assume that I would?
Aren't you a curmudgeon?
I am. It doesn't mean that the day-to-day workings of all of his little bees reach me. Honestly, like, you and your coterie are one of the lower-ranked groups. This is why, they're all very right when they say that they wouldn't be able to resist any order brought down by the prince.
She's sugarcoating it. They sent you because you were expendable. They planned on killing you anyway, and if you died in the line of duty, then you would have served your purpose as a tool to them.
you're the canary in the coal mine.
A very pretty canary, but a canary nonetheless. I'm sorry if the truth hurts. I genuinely am. Spying behind the curtain can be painful.
But pain can be an opportunity for learning. Suffering can be an opportunity for growth.
I think I know that better than most, but
That's my girl.
what are you all doing here instead of being in Sydney? I don't know if you're normally in Sydney or you. For that
I
matter.
don't think you've answered our question first. And
No.
you start firing off with your own. No disrespect, but please answer the question.
We were sent to find a girl called Nine.
Did you find her?
No.
Why did you need to find this particular person?
We're not sure. They didn't tell us.
Your organ grinder doesn't usually explain himself to the monkeys.
Now you need to tell us exactly where you've been since you arrived. This is very important.
You touched down in Alice Springs, then where did you go?
We went to the casino.
And spoke to?
I accidentally found myself in the middle of a Inquisition problem.
Well, that's certainly news.
And how'd you get out of it?
I was very fast.
That's my girl.
When you say Inquisition problem, elaborate. What happened? Exactly.
Apparently, I walked right up to one, essentially.
I mean, this may sound a bit rich coming from me, but that's not a very good idea.
Granted, I didn't know.
Fair enough.
She's a baby. Nobody's taught her anything.
Stranger danger. Anyway,
So,
I've been
Hung out to dry.
thoroughly, yes.
right. So you left the casino very fast. Where did you go after that?
Back to where we were staying.
Which was where?
I don't know if I should tell you that.
I think
That's
you
fair.
should.
That's a good instinct.
Although you were just compromised by the SI, no, that's where you were picked up from just now?
Delilah ain't saying nothing.
Oh, wow. I mean, we know that. You don't have to keep that from us. We
Yeah.
have you now because the SI picked you up from there.
We literally got handed you from them. You know, we signed everything.
Let's put it another way.
Yeah.
I have a proficiency in telling when people are lying. Have you been to any roadhouses?
No.
I will roll insight for that.
What's an insight?
Oh, yeah.
And that is a...
Nothing for you, Delilah.
I just kind of sit there, fair enough.
Can I also roll for this, please?
Yeah, what's an insight?
If my specialty is detect lies, do I get an extra dice? How does
Yes,
it
it's
work?
extra dice.
It's extra dice.
And if you get an extra dice if I assist by staring really hard.
Intimidation.
You're wearing glasses, you can't tell. You could have your eyes.
Oh,
God damn it, who
right.
said that?
So the 2 crits makes it a 4, yeah?
Oh, Jesus.
So that's a
Lord.
6. That's a 6.
I only got 2.
With 6 successes, you know that Delilah's telling the truth.
All right, she's telling the truth, which makes it very interesting. Has your group split up for any significant period of time? Okay. I mean, I'm still inciting here, obviously.
Yes.
All right.
Did you speak to someone else called Alice?
Not until recently, no. Called Alice. No.
What did they look like?
I am trying to help you, considering the fact that you guys haven't exactly killed me yet. I haven't met anyone called Alice.
Okay. I want you to know that I'm just trying to find out whether or not people that are very dear to me have been compromised by your coterie coming in. That is all I want to know. And I want to make sure that you're safe.
Which people? You're gonna have to give me more information than that before I can...
Someone called Alice or potentially Jasmine.
No.
You really have been kept in the dark.
It appears so. Can someone change that, please? Am I allowed to ask questions of my own now? That's all right.
Sure. What do you want to know? There's so much catching up we have to do.
Point of order. Would you like to stay the night?
Is it that time already?
Yeah,
We just need to think of logistics if she wants to go back, that's all.
what is the time? And what do you mean stay that I'm free to go?
We told you that we wanted to unshackle you.
We meant that metaphorically as well as literally.
We thought you might like to stick around to get some of those answers, though.
Learn a little bit more.
And I
Reconnect.
can leave anytime I want.
Cool.
I wouldn't recommend doing it in the next 12 hours or so.
Pretty much no, but
There's that orange ball of hate up there.
yes, I'm beginning to despise it.
We have answers
And a spare bed.
and a spare bed.
It's
Okay.
3 a.m. You're gonna give away 9's bed.
9 hasn't come back yet, so.
9 has been replaced. Okay. If I am allowed to leave afterwards.
Absolutely. The only reason we would stop you is if we thought that there was danger out there. And it would be temporary at best. You're part of the family. That means we take care of you.
And which family is that exactly?
Who's gonna tell her?
We follow a path that is a little left of centre.
Uh-huh.
Some might call it a matrilineal tradition. You may have heard the others speak of Cain. We hold on to a different ideology where rather than, no offense, dear, a man being the father of all vampires, we believe that Lilith, the Dark Mother, brought vampires into existence, and as such we worship the feminine and try our very best to follow in her footsteps. Where pain may bring discomfort for others, we search for the truth and the lesson in it.
Interesting. Okay.
Most importantly, there's no rules.
Yes.
We exist outside of all of these typical sects and all of them.
Petty traditions.
We see no reason to pointlessly venerate the person who, well, in some traditions was taught, in some traditions stole from the Dark Mother. Why not go directly to the source herself? Learn from it. Grow through it.
And what is your opinion on the other sects then?
Minions?
Useful idiots for those with their own agendas.
I mean, it's like any belief system, I guess, where you hope one day they'll see the light. But it's entirely up to them as to whether or not they will.
They need to have the strength of will, of body, of self to step outside of the shackles that have been placed on them, in many cases by themselves.
Interesting.
Freedom can be painful, but if we don't step through that pain, then we're forever shackled.
I would love to hear more on this at some point. But another pressing question. Why are you two not in Sydney? I know I've asked this before, but...
I live here.
Oh. And...
You may have heard some rumours that the earth is bleeding. Has this come across your radar at all?
It has?
Well, you would think that ones such as ourselves would be at least vaguely interested in the cause and whatever might come from it.
Do you know the cause?
We have an inkling and we are investigating. Would you like to help us?
And what's your plan with this phenomenon?
Well, maybe we should discuss that tomorrow night. And how involved you would like to be in it.
Okay.
But rest assured, we won't be waiting for any of the stuffy sects and their traditions. And their obvious cover-ups, as you've noticed. Nobody else seems to be doing much about it.
Sometimes it's easier to hide from the truth. But sometimes what's necessary is to find a painful truth and go and confront it.
This one's got away with words.
Indeed. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
sleepover.
Is there anything you need?
You thirsty?
Yes. Yes, I am.
What's the time?
It's around 5 a.m. at this point.
Time really does fly when you're reuniting with family.
That's right, I've got some blood bags. It's not quite as satisfying as drinking from the living, but it'll tide you over till tomorrow night.
Is that all right?
That is something I would prefer, actually, so thank you.
Wonderful.
Go and grab one from the fridge. Do you need me to put it in the microwave for you?
I'm alright, thanks.
No worries.
Winters,
Hmm.
so what... Do you know who took me here tonight?
And I know of them. I don't know them personally.
Do you know their names?
One. But I'm suspecting it's just bullshit.
May I know it anyway?
Mr. Jack.
Yeah, that's not gonna be it.
Yeah.
Did they say anything while you were in their custody?
No.
They seem unusually competent.
No comment. Why did
That's
you...
about the smartest thing you could say.
Why do you want their names?
I want to know who managed to find us.
Well, I mean... We've all heard about the Masquerade breach, haven't we?
Yes.
You weren't exactly subtle when you came to Alice Springs. You know, it's not... It didn't take detectives to find you.
Thankfully.
I
But
heard about it even without my little buzzy friends, so...
Fair
you're
enough.
like a glowing neon sign.
Fair enough. Alright.
But you don't need to worry about those guys anymore. They'll be taken care of.
How?
They've been given a special assignment.
Yeah. A special bonus, you might say.
They're fine. They're fine.
They are still breathing, but they're not going to be a problem anymore.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a little bit more than that, Winters.
They're going to be reassigned out of the picture, no longer in the vicinity.
And when will that happen?
Soon. Hopefully tonight, but it depends on whether they get back. They may have some other things that they're tracking down. They don't report directly to me for most of the time, but don't worry.
You keep saying don't worry, and every time you do, I worry a little bit more.
Oh, she really
instincts.
is your daughter.
I like her.
We probably have time for one more question.
Besides everything that's happening, I was a hunter with the Inquisition. So I hunted vampires and other supernatural creatures.
I mean, it sounds
Among
like
other
it.
things.
Yes, it sounds like there was possibly a bit more going on.
Okay, please tell me what you mean by that.
I mean that what tipped me personally over the edge was the attitude to collateral, was the decision that was made to, well, not to put too fine a point on it, to murder some innocents just to make a point.
I did that.
No, but your parents did.
The people you called your parents, anyway.
Okay, if they weren't my parents, where did I come into the picture?
People don't sign up for this kind of work. Your parents are dead. Your real parents. They take kids, orphans, anyone they can without any familial attachments.
Orphans are less likely to be missed, and the trauma makes you a bit more impressionable to the indoctrination.
Right.
And it means that when you die in the line of service, well, they don't have to worry about payouts or workers' comp.
You
It's
don't
not
exist.
a unionised workplace.
Would you all excuse me a moment? I need to make a phone call.
Okay.
I will just say that your cover as part of this organization was a psychiatrist interviewing agents. So that may be why you have a knack for questions, dear.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Yep. I feel like I need to lie down.
Well, let's get you set up for bed then. Maybe some motherly care, tuck you in.
We're not keeping you here. But you're welcome to stay to sleep through the day, and we can chat more tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank
Sleep well.
How about that phone call?
Yep, and as everyone prepares for their day sleep, with Lorna preparing Delilah, Alice.
I want to call Elaine.
Yep. Aline picks up within the first ring.
Are you okay?
Yes, we're okay.
Okay. Are you safe?
Yes, we've moved because our last place has been compromised. Agents were sent. Well, not exactly. It's a long story. But we've moved. We're safe.
Okay. Do you need anything?
Get out of this town,
I'll work on it.
please. I don't think that we should stay around here anymore. I've been compromised with the Second Inquisition. Carl has been at least exposed. I don't want to stick around any longer than we should.
Do they know?
Think so.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah?
love you.
Love you too, Alice. Please be safe.
You too.
We'll try to.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh, and before she drops the call, and Karel says hi too. Bye.
Hi, Carol.
And she drops the call.
I'll go to bed.
Alright. And as everyone prepares for the day sleep, Mr. Winters sort of, because exhaustion is a real thing with humans.
They stare off into the distance.
Like, this, you still haven't gone to sleep or had a rest since, you hugged the Gimpy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel it.
You're just going to find yourself like a soundproof room to get the scream out that you've been
Yeah.
wanting for
Swallow
14
it.
hours.
Oh my lord.
You also get a blood bag, right? So you
Oh, yes.
take 100.
Sure.
Take
Yeah.
100 off. And with that, as everyone goes to rest, finally safe, finally done and over with the initiation, some answers for Delilah as well. I want everyone to roll wits and awareness.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
Five.
6.
4.
Lol.
Nothing.
That's my favorite number. Oh, wait a minute.
That's number Wayne.
No, that's
number
a
one.
crit.
That's a crit, but
That won't count.
And also,
Oh, that
if,
doesn't
your
count?
hunger is involved in the crit, does that make it a messy crit?
yeah, that's.
I think
yeah.
it does.
It does.
Yeah, messy
What
crit.
does messy awareness look like?
Yeah, what does messy awareness look? That's a
Paranoia.
Face pressed against
Oh,
the
yeah.
paranoia. Oh, you know what? That's valid considering everything
Yeah,
that's currently
you
going
start,
on.
you start connecting dots that aren't there. You got your internal pinboard going on.
Oh yeah, with
Full
Delilah.
Pepe Silva.
Fuck yeah.
Everyone who rolled 5 and above, at least, would notice as you all try to fall asleep, you would hear 9, or at least somebody getting in. And you would hear 9 go like, ah, fuck, as she trip over something and make a noise.
A dead body.
Some glass.
And then that's when day sleep takes you. That's where we end our session for tonight.
Oh no.
Thank you guys very much for joining us for this episode of the Bahari. The Bahari.
Are you sure?
I keep thinking of the Buhori, but the Bahari.
Bahari.
My name is Rina, and I am the storyteller for this evening.
I'm Tara. I've been playing Lorna.
I'm Melissa. I've been playing Alice.
I'm Sophie. I've been playing Dasha.
I'm Izzy. I've been playing Delilah.
No, Matt. I've been playing Winters.
And I am once again being haunted by a Sombra. check out Enifael's dices. My dices have been gifted by Enifael.
And the
Her
beautiful.
They are
craft are
gorgeous.
amazing. I'll post more about it at the end, but yes, we'll see you again next week. Bye.
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 Who are you that stands here in Lilith's garden?
We are the children of Lilith, who have tasted of her heart's blood and eaten of the sacred fruits.
Behold the children of she who has starved us.
You lie! She starved you not.
Behold the children of she who has denied us.
You lie! She denied you nothing.
Behold the children of she who has cursed us.
You lie! The curse is of your own doing.
Come forth, my childer, lay waste this garden and defile the brood of the Dark Mother.